There are people who enter a room like a declaration. Their laughter arrives first, their voice filling the air before their body does. They gesture widely, speak quickly, and leave behind an echo of themselves wherever they go, as if afraid silence might erase them. And then there are others. Elias is one of those. When he enters a room, nothing obvious happens. No heads turn sharply, no one pauses mid-sentence. He doesn't command attention, he absorbs it. The space around him seems to settle, as though the air itself exhales. He stands near the edge, posture unforced. His eyes move slowly, taking in faces, gestures, moods. He is not searching for approval, he is simply there. People don't notice him immediately, but after a while, they notice something else. They feel calmer than they did a moment ago. Conversations soften, voices lower, even the most restless slow their movements, as if syncing with his rhythm. Someone eventually wonders, who is that? Not because Elias is handsome in any striking way. He isn't. His face is ordinary. Yet when someone speaks to him, they find themselves lingering. Elias has learned that magnetism has everything to do with inner stillness. He learned this the hard way. Years earlier, he was like everyone else, eager to be seen, quick to speak. He felt discomfort when silence stretched. Back then, he mistook noise for connection. It was an exhausting season of life. He first encounters the words of the Stoics in a thin book. He opens it without expectation, and something inside him stills. The Stoics do not ask him to control the world. They ask him to stop being controlled by it. That is where his transformation begins. This is the first habit Elias has mastered, to truly listen. Listening is not passive. It is discipline. It is restraint. Tonight, Elias sits across from Mara at a small cafe. Rain taps against the window. Mara is talking. She starts carefully. Her sentences are guarded, shaped by the assumption that she'll need to defend herself. But Elias doesn't interrupt. He doesn't nod excessively or prepare his response. He listens fully. His eyes remain steady on hers, just present. The silence stretches, not awkwardly, but gently, like a held breath. Something inside Mara loosens. She exhales. When she leaves, she feels lighter, not because her problems are solved, but because for the first time she feels seen. Listening is the quiet refusal to let the ego speak first. Most people are not listening, they are waiting for their turn, waiting to correct, waiting to impress. Listening, real listening, requires the willingness to disappear for a moment. Elias trains himself. He breathes, he waits, he lets the silence stay. Over time, the silence stops feeling empty. It becomes full. Inner stillness must be protected. The second habit, inner peace. Peace is not an achievement. It is a practice, renewed daily. The first test comes at a crowded train station. An argument breaks out. Someone bumps into him. Watch where you're going. The old Elias would have snapped back, but this Elias pauses. Just a breath. I acknowledge the irritation, but I don't feed it. He chooses peace over impulse. Tranquility is the result of living in harmony with reason, the refusal to let chaos rule the mind. Elias imagines his thoughts as water. When agitated, they distort everything, but when still, they reflect reality clearly, as it is. This clarity is his anchor. Is this within my control? If yes, act deliberately. If no, release it. Those who react are exhausted. He becomes a place of refuge. No one announces it, but they trust him. Not for authority, but because his presence steadies theirs. Every evening, he disconnects from noise. No scrolling, no chatter. He sits alone, breathing slowly. Peace is not found by avoiding disturbance. The third habit, to speak with purpose. People start listening more, because his intention has changed. He waits. He listens fully. Where others fill space with sound, Elias waits. That restraint gives his voice weight. Be silent or let your words be worth more than silence. In a heated discussion, Elias stays quiet. I think we're all trying to be right, and we're missing what matters. The room stills. When he speaks, it feels like he means it. His words match his life. A purposeful speaker does not dominate conversations, they elevate them. How one speaks inwardly determines how one speaks outwardly. Elias learns to speak to himself with firmness and kindness. Struck once, still resonating. Magnetism is revealed not in comfort, but in hardship. The fourth habit, facing adversity with courage. Life inevitably tests him. Adversity arrives abruptly. A project is dismissed. A relationship fractures. Self-doubt whispers. Anger rises. Elias does not run. The weight of disappointment presses on his chest. Stoic teachings do not promise immunity from pain. They promise direction through it. He asks the question that has become his compass. What is this teaching me? Not why me, but what now? Resistance to pain is the enemy. Elias continues to show up, calm, composed, unchanged in his courtesy. There is strength in someone who does not collapse, tempering the metal. Courage is the discipline not to let fear lead. Elias grounds himself in what remains in his control, his conduct, his choices, his response. Amor fati, to love one's fate. Not merely accept it, but embrace it. Every hardship is necessary, every loss formative, every wound a lesson. Without principle, strength is hollow. The fifth habit, to value integrity over approval. He stops trying to be liked. It reveals itself in small decisions. Choosing honesty over comfort. Saying no without explanation. Remaining silent when praise would compromise truth. Approval is a powerful sedative. Belonging offers an illusion, but it comes at a cost, self-betrayal. If what you do is right, don't concern yourself with what others think. He refuses to support something against his values. The response is discomfort and disapproval. Some people turn cold. Elias lets them. Being misunderstood is less painful than losing yourself. Integrity has a quiet magnetism. Everyone respects it, grounding over restlessness. Rigidity can become arrogance. The final habit, to focus on growth, not perfection. Perfection is loud, growth is patient, progress, not flawlessness. Elias allows himself to be unfinished. He allows mistakes. What can I learn? This shift changes everything. He adjusts, he reflects, he returns to effort. This makes him lighter. No pressure, no competition, just permission to be imperfect, present, and real. Growth feels alive. Humility over pride. He no longer needs to be magnetic, he simply is. The 6 habits have woven themselves into who he is. Deep listening, inner peace, purposeful words, courage under adversity, integrity over approval, growth over perfection. These habits have not made him louder, they have made him solid. Real strength does not demand attention. It creates space, it radiates stability, calm, safe, more themselves, the truest form of magnetism. Nothing brings peace to the soul except being true to yourself. True magnetism comes from self-mastery, from quiet honesty lived daily. The world already feels you.